feel it, it's almost over now. When we set it off.
Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from the bank. Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an...
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And this is through the midfield stripe and on the Raiders side of the field. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They go play fake with Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
Hurts with it on third and short. To the right and wheeled in by Downs. He's got the first down grab and still going. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Daniels now on first down. Going with the screen to Taylor. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. Straight ahead from Taylor. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention.
18 Cardinal.
Daniels now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. He rolls to his right. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal. Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go, Nick.
Taylor scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Shoots away from 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
180.
Hurts. They set up the screen here for Hall. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
In punt formation for the Ravens.
His work begins at the 31. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And this almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of it. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this one does not go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Coach Don Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Running right side by Kincaid. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 2nd and 5. Signkeeper here for Hurts. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
No play action. Here's Hurts. Out and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he gets it away from his end zone. Punt taken at midfield. Breaks the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Raiders have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. They go again with Taylor. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. We got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Hurts on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches.
At the 29-yard line.
The tight end gets it, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, when I backed up Peyton Manning for a couple years, he loved to know a team's tendencies, and then he wanted to bust them. And that's exactly what that play just did. That's a nice yardage, and it wouldn't be surprising to see that call used again in a similar spot.
Next with his back, Paul. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
And 11.
They put downs in motion right. They'll throw 3rd and long. That's more of the catch out left. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. 4th down now, trying for the 6 with an option. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts now from the gun. Shoves him off. Into the hands of Harris on the slant. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. And it's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Hurts setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On target to Moore. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
It's Hurts once again. He keeps it and takes off. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal. 7-yard line.
Tight end in motion right. Throwing here, Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out. The Raiders have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Liking 18.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Taylor now up the middle. And a solid gain there. Brock with about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Daniels. Chased out to his right. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Their own 29-yard line.
It's a design look for Hurts. So we're all knotted up here. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returning it from the 4. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Raiders have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Taylor again. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Raiders first
Look at my
down.
keys.
They run again on first with Taylor. He's still going at the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, it totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Ooh, he made most of that. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry? Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now a run with Taylor, and he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, we're flying around and making the play.
Rookie out of Washington making that tackle.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That's caught. This is Addison. And he stopped cold at the spot. He won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First and 10 at the
They go play fake with Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hall running his own read. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Here's Hurts. Taken in by Downs, left side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
7-yard gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Baltimore, first down.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Kicks made over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
10 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
We'll give to Hall now on the option. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
No touchdown.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On first down, here comes Hall. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. Brought in right side by Moore. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Now hang on here. The Raiders say not so fast. They've got that challenge flag out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. He's calling his own number again. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Oh, no! The ball is loose! And the Raiders get to it! Quick thinking and a great effort. Brock adds a bunch on that fumble return.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Hit the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. This effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
First down now, ball at the 33.
And the Las Vegas first down.
From the gun, Taylor. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. A run here with Taylor. They're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Running it with Hampton. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Right anyway.
Back to throw, Hurts. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1 play in, and they are already close to midfield.
First down.
Great, set.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He's going to play action. Here's Hurts. Big strike here to Moore. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Moore once again. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Hurts throwing again. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Taylor Watson. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Straight ahead with Taylor. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Going to the ground again on first. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Here's a give to Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we're going to have a time. Now taken by Baltimore. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
First down, Raiders.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Let's go.
Hampton gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one.
Ready?
First down run, nabs them 5. Now second and 5.
Go. Cowboy. Hey. Go street. Hey. Stay with. Get up.
Again, it's Hampton. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Check. Hampton.
Raiders. First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Raiders.
Check. Ready?
They'll go left side with Hampton. And a solid gain there, Brock at the back 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Come on. Hey. 19.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Raiders ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
Bronco quick. Get up. 18 card. Check smash. Go street. Ready?
Back to Hampton. Escapes the defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Now a toss play. Taylor. And that one very short, only getting to the 27. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Crack all 80.
Hampton trying the left side. And he's out of bounds, so the clock's going to stop, Brock, but the celebration begins. That gets him the first and wins them this ball game.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, and they can be powerful blockers. It can make a huge difference in a run game.
No question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And that's a Raiders first down. And more than that, Brock, it should seal away the win for him. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making a 3-score game in the 4th. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Baltimore running its offense out now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Slot man motioned over. Play action. Hurts has it. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Now bring a tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Brought down before the return gets far. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.